Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to talk about decluttering my books. Let's get started and talk about it. You know, a lot of times when people want to de-own or declutter, it can be really overwhelming. But I think it could be really easy if we just do it in little baby steps. And my ideas are a little bit different than a lot of folks. I think sometimes when people declutter, they want to attack an area, whether it's their kitchen, their clothes, doesn't matter what it is, and go, and just start throwing everything in bags and trying to get rid of it. Because I've owned these things so long, there's no reason why I can't take a little longer. Now, I've shown you guys this before, but this is my bookshelf. I have a cookbook shelf up here, and I do love to cook, and all of this is organized, okay? And I do have room for everything, but I recently went through and I de-owned a few of these things. The reason why is because it was getting tight. If something gets tight in here and I don't have room for it, then I look through and see what am I not reading. So this is what I'm doing now. You guys know I have the Libby app from the library, and I love to read books. And before telling you what I'm doing, I want to tell you a book I recently read off my Libby app that is really good. It's called Evidence of Love by John Bloom and Jim Atkinson, a true story of passion and death in the suburbs. I don't know if any of you saw it. I guess it's a show about it, about the subject of candy. I don't know if you guys know any of this series, and it is a really good book. And I've been reading books on Hulu, or not Hulu, excuse me. I've been reading books on my Libby app, so I do that. But I've read a lot of books recently on that, and so I'm taking a break from Libby, and what I'm doing instead is I am going through all the books I own, and I'm rereading it and deciding whether I want it to be a keepsake. Is this something that I want as a reference book? For example, the Tighwad Gazette series. I don't ever want to give those books up because I want them as a reference. That would be an example. So or another example is one of my favorite books, Little Women, Little Men, Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farms. These are books from my childhood, the classics. I am not going to give those up because I absolutely love those books. The Giving Tree, my favorite story from when I was a little girl, I'm not giving that up. But what I'm doing is I'm looking through and reading my books, and I'm deciding, is this a book that I want to refer to later? Do I want to read this book a year from now? Sometimes people will have a favorite book and they might read it once a year, or maybe once every 5 years, and they want it as a keepsake. So that's what I'm doing now. And before just kind of taking a bunch of books and throwing them in a bag and donating them, that's what I'm deciding to do. I'm also doing that same thing with clothing and deciding, hey, can I try it on? Will this eventually fit me? And if it's not going to fit me within a year, then I'm going to donate. Same with kitchen tools. If there's things I'm not using, like the waffle maker I wasn't using and the frother, start using them. And if I love them and I keep using them, then I won't donate them. But one thing I decided to donate for my kitchen was an apple core. The reason why is if something's difficult to clean, I donate it. But that being said, what I'm doing is I'm going through each area of my house, and I'm using all the things I have, deciding if it's something I really want and whether I love it or not. And if not, then I'm rehoming it. In addition to that, I'm not bringing more things into the house. So that's kind of what I'm doing. But right now, I'm working on my books. I'm about to reread this book, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself by Shad Hemstetter, if I'm pronouncing his name right. Back in the day when I read it, before it was revised, it was a really good book. It's all about self-talk. I'm going to reread it and then decide, is this something I love that I want to read once a year, or should I rehome this and let someone else be blessed by it? So that's kind of what I'm doing with my books, but you can do this with every area of your house. Pick up an area, whether it's clothes, kitchen, cookbooks, regular books, jewelry. Pick something, and instead of just throwing a bunch of stuff and wanting to get rid of it because it looks cluttered and messy, start actually using it. It'll be almost like you went to the store and bought yourself something new, and then just start using it and deciding what you want to do with it. So let me know what you guys think. Are any of you on a decluttering journey, and if so, what are you decluttering or de-owning right now? I'd like to hear from you in the comments below. That's all I have to say for now. I love you, I appreciate you, and like I always say, I'll see you on tomorrow morning's video. Bye.